How do you prioritize your day? We all are stretched in so many different directions. Perhaps you have kids at home, or you have aging parents, or you have lots of responsibility in the workplace, or you have a health issue that you're helping out a friend with. I'm going to be sharing 5 ways to prioritize your day so that you can focus on what's most meaningful and be really efficient and productive and successful in your personal life and in your professional life. So number 1 is doing the hard things first, knowing what is most meaningful to you, what's most important, and that's usually the heavy lifting and doing that first. I always like to recommend to my clients to actually do that hard thing first thing in the morning. In the morning when you have the most energy, you wake up, you have your spiritual practice, you've grounded your energy, you're all in, you're ready to really embark on a successful day. So if you know what those things are, the bigger picture, asking questions, what is most meaningful for me in my life? What is most significant for me in my life? I always like to think of the month in a theme, something that you really want to focus on. You can have a theme in your personal life, a theme in your professional life, and that's your GPS. That becomes your North Star. That becomes the thing that you put all of your energy towards so that you can have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So many times people start so many different projects without actually finishing them. And I hope that that's not you. At the end of our lives, we look back at the significant parts of life that matter most. And it boils down to how you prioritize your day. If you wake up first thing in the morning and you have those wins, you write that really important email, or you get that proposal together and you get that off. You get your exercise in. You start to feel really good. You've already created the mindset that you are winning. And then that feels so good in your body. And you put all the energy going forward in your day. See, we're all given the same amount of time. We're all given 24 hours, 1,440 minutes. So why is it that some people achieve so much more than others? This is the key, how you prioritize your day, focusing on what's most meaningful. As you're listening to this message, I encourage you to think, what is most meaningful for me in my personal life? What is most meaningful for me in my business? Maybe it's growing your business online. Maybe it's customer service, really getting into like the nitty-gritty of making that exceptional for your clients. In your personal life, maybe that's really making your relationships a priority, really spending time with your significant other, or spending time dedicated to your children for those last years before they leave for college. Knowing what your significance is helps you prioritize your day. And then number 2 is to segment your day. Because when you focus your energy in, it's not easy to start switching from one task to another task. So for an example, if you're working on an important proposal and your phone goes off and you answer your phone, you've disrupted the flow of where you were in the creative process in writing that proposal. So you let your messages go to voicemail and you have a segmented time when you listen to your voicemail and you return those phone calls. The same thing with email. Email can be so disruptive. And unless you need to respond every hour, every 30 minutes on a constant basis for your clients, then email, you can segment your email, which is what I do, to check your email late morning once you've already gotten your hardest thing to do done and you've completed it and you feel really good. And then late in the morning, that's when you check your email and you respond to the emails that are most important to you, that are part of what's most meaningful to you, so that everything is under the umbrella of what's most meaningful in my business, what's most meaningful in my personal life. And you go about your day, you segment your day in that way. Also knowing if you are a morning person or if you're a night owl, know when you are in your flow and schedule your priorities accordingly. Now, we touched on putting distractions at bay, which is number 3. Pushing distractions, putting on your blinders. The racehorses, they wear their blinders so they can super focus. No is a full sentence. Someone asked me just recently when I was speaking in front of a women's executive group, how do you say the no when you feel obligated to say yes and you feel pressure from everyone that wants something from you? Well, this is how I responded, and this is how I would respond here to you now. If it's not a gigantic yes, you can feel it in your body as a yes. If it's not a yes, then it's a no. It doesn't mean that it's a no forever. A no, it means no, not now, not this month or next month, but maybe it's a yes next year. Now, if something is a responsibility that you have to do, but you just don't feel like doing it, but you have to do it, it's a must, then it's still a yes inside of your body. It's still a yes. And you own that yes, and you move through the resistance even though you don't feel like doing it. And then that's the hard thing that you make a priority, that you do first, because you already know that you're in a challenge inside. You're struggling actually to get that done. So you own your no, you feel your yes, you know what's most meaningful in your life. And then to close the day, knowing what your successes are, knowing what you completed, and actually feel it. I always recommend celebrating it. You celebrate it in some small way. Maybe having your favorite meal for dinner. Maybe you're watching a movie and you can say, yes, I'm going to take time off. I'm going to disconnect. I had success. Actually, the mindset of saying, yes, I had success creates more wins. And you are setting a sequence of a pattern so that you have a very successful day the next day. And then the 5th aspect of prioritizing your day is to close with gratitude. To close with gratitude. So when you are prioritizing your day and when you're having these small wins, these are things we're not doing by ourselves. We're not doing these things by ourselves. There are teams of people that we work with. There are the people that responded to us in our emails or got us something that we needed or helped us close a big deal. So those people, those circumstances, those opportunities, they came your way. And what you're grateful for attracts more to be grateful for. And it also closes the day in a really powerful way. So you bookended the day. You started focusing on what's most meaningful. You prioritized it. And then you closed the day. You bookended your day with that feeling of gratitude that makes for a highly productive, successful, fun, win-win day. You guys really got this thing. I'm going to encourage you, I'm going to invite you to prioritize your day every day, to wake up excited because you are a winner, you're a champion, and you are doing this thing for your family, for your future, and for your life.